A very good morning, students. Till now we have discussed linear differential equations, right? So linear differential equations is of the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q. Linear differential equations means all the variables having the degree 1, means the dy by dx having the degree 1, right? Okay. So what are the methods we have studied in linear differential equations? So linear differential equations, equation reducible to linear differential equations, right? That is nothing but Bernoulli's form. And one more method, exact equations, right? Okay. So in a linear differential equation, what we did, we find out we have to write the p and q value. After that we can write the we have to find out the integral factor. After that we should find out the solution. How to find out the solution? By using the formula y into integral factor is equal to integration of q into integral factor dx plus some integral constant, right? Okay, so then the equation reducible to linear differential equation, that is nothing but a Bernoulli's form. How we did? So the equation of the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q into y to the power of n. The whole equation is divided by that y to the power of n, where p and q are the functions of x or some may be a constant. The whole equation is divided by y to the power of n. After dividing that, we have to take the p coefficient. Whatever the coefficient you will get, that can taken as v. Then you differentiated that with respect to x. After that you can replace that dy by 1 over y square into, means 1 over y to the power of n into dy by dx is replacing by this dv by dx or something you will get. So after that, that equation is reducible to linear form, right? So then as usual you find out the integral factor and the final solution. This is related to your second method, Bernoulli's form. Next is the exact equation. The equation of the form m into dx and n into dy, right, is equal to 0, where m and n are the functions of x and y, or it may be a constant. Okay, then after that, first you check it whether it is a exact or not. How can you check this? Dou m by dou y is equal to dou n by dou x, right? If it is exact, it has a solution. How to find out a solution? Integral of m into dx, keep y as a constant, right, plus integral n into dy, the term not containing the x, okay, is equal to c. This is the way of finding out the solution for exact differential equations. Clear? Okay, these are the three methods we have studied in the previous classes, right? These are those three methods related to linear differential equations. Okay, out of these three methods, definitely one or two questions will come for your exams for 5 marks. Clear? Okay, next we move on to the non-linear differential equations. In the non-linear differential equations, there are four methods are there. So non-linear differential equations means here dy by dx has a power. Okay, no, there are four methods are there: solvable for p, solvable for x, solvable for y, and the last one is Clairaut's equation. So now we are going to discuss the equation solvable for p. Okay, so equation solvable for p means the equation of the form f of x comma y comma p is equal to 0. We call this as equation 1. This p is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, the equation can be written in the form of, I am telling no. So here in this non-linear means this dy by dx has a power, means it may be 1 2 3 like that, dy by dx whole to the power of 2 whole to the power of 3 like that. This p stands for dy by dx. So p to the power of n plus a1 into p to the power of n minus 1 plus etc plus an is equal to 0. We call this as equation 2. This a1, a2, etc. an are the functions of x and y. Okay, so we can write the left hand side of the equation by factors. p1 by f1 of x comma y and p2 of x p minus f2 of x comma y, etc. p minus fn of x comma y is equal to 0. Then you can equate each factor into 0. Okay, then what we will get? Then p is equal to f1 of x comma y, p is equal to f2 of x comma y, like that. We call this as equation 4. Then after equating this into 0, then we have to find out the solution by using a suitable method. Either it may be come under variable separable form, either it may be come under linear differential equation form. Any one of the form we have to solve the equation, we will get a solution. The solution can be written as pi 1 of x comma y comma c1, pi 2 of x2 comma, suppose if you are getting 2 factors, then you will get a 2 solution. If you are getting 3 factors, then you will get 3 solution. Combine those 3 solutions, we will get a complete solution. Clear? This in the first factor we are representing c1, say second factor c2, like that. So finally the c1 c2 can totally represented as c. Okay, so general solution of can be expressed as this is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the way of writing the solution for the given equation solvable for p. Okay, I am taking the first problem. The first problem is x square p square plus xyp minus 6y square is equal to 0. Okay, by using the factorization, you know how to factorize, right? You multiply the first and last term. What we will get? 6x square y square p square, right? We have to take two terms. If you multiply those two terms, we have to get these two terms. Then if you add or subtract, you will get the middle term. Here we are getting negative sign, right? Then what are the two terms we have to consider? 3 2s are plus minus, because the for higher number I am taking positive sign, because here we have positive. So for that I am taking 3 as positive. So first term as it is, I am replacing this xyp as 3xyp minus 2xyp minus 6y square is equal to 0, right? Then first two term xp is the common, next two terms 2y is the common, right? After simplifying we got like this. Then xp plus 3y, xp minus 2y is equal to 0. Then each term can equate it to 0. xp plus 3y is equal to 0 and xp minus 2y is equal to 0. Okay, so then I am going to consider the first term, that is xp plus 3y is equal to 0. Okay, what we will get? P is equal to minus, this 3y comes to this side, it becomes minus, right? P is equal to minus 3y by x. What is P? P is nothing but dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to minus 3 times of y by x. So this is comes under variable separable form. We can easily separate y term one side and x term one side, right? Clear? You see, I am taking this y into denominator, I am taking this dx to numerator. So what I will get? Dy by y is equal to minus 3 times of dx by x, right? Now it's in the form of variable separable form. Now on integration we have to integrate both the sides, right? Log y, integration of 1 over y is log y, minus 3 is a constant, integration of 1 over x is log x. We have these two terms are in log terms, so that's what I am adding constant in terms of log c. Clear? Okay, so I am taking this 3 into this side, so 3 log x is equal to log c. So this a log b can be written as log of b to the power of a. By using this can be written as log of x cube. So is of the form log a plus log b. Log a plus log b is log ab, right? So log term get cancelled, yx cube is equal to c we will get. So this can be written as yx cube minus c is equal to 0. Clear? So by using one factor I got one solution, yx cube minus c is equal to 0. We call this as equation 1. Next I am going to consider the second factor. This is second factor, right? This is second factor. This is second factor, xp minus 2y. So next I am going to consider that xp minus 2y is equal to 0. So by separating this, we can write p is equal to 2y by x. This is also same method, the variable separable form. You separate x term and y term. dy by y is equal to 2 dx by x. Apply the integration on both the sides. Clear? So log y means 1 over y integration is log y is equal to 2 times of 1 over x integration is log x. These two terms are in log terms, so that's what I am taking a constant as in log c. Okay, then you can take this minus 2 log x into this side, or else you can keep it this side only. This can be written as log of x square. You can apply log of ab formula, you will get the same answer. Both the terms, both the way also correct. Okay, log y minus 2 log x is equal to log c. So this 2 log x can be written as log x square, right? So is of form log a minus log b. Log a minus log b is log of a by b. Log term get cancelled. Y by x square is equal to c. So you cross multiply this, so we will get y minus c x square is equal to 0. Call this as equation 1. Combining the equation 1 and 2 is the solution, right? Clear? So the equation 1 is what? Yx cube minus c is equal to 0, and equation 2 is what? Y minus c x square is equal to 0. Combine these two, this is become the general solution of the given equation. Okay, yx cube minus c into the multiplication of equation 1 and 2 etc. are the complete general solution of the given equation. Yx cube minus c and y minus cx square is equal to 0, right? So this is the way of solving the equation solvable for p. Clear? Okay, next I have taken the second problem. P of p plus y is equal to x of x plus y. So how to do this? You can multiply. P into p is p square, p into y is py, and x into x is x square. Not necessary, you keep it as it is. So if I multiply like that, I got the equation like this. So we can't factor, means regular method. We go for a formula method, right? So the standard equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c, right? Here x square stands for p square. Okay, p square p. Here p is a variable. Clear? Okay. So p is equal to, there x is equal to minus b plus r minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? So in the similar way, we are taking p is equal to minus b, or b value is what? Minus y. P coefficient is minus y, right? That is b value minus y plus r minus square root of minus y square plus r minus, sorry, b square minus 4ac. 4 into a value is 1, c into this divided by 2 into 1. Clear? Okay. Then you can compare this. P is equal to minus y plus r minus, you simplify this, y square plus 4x square plus 4xy. So this can be written as y plus 2x the whole square, right? So this square and square root get cancelled, right? So in the next, what we will get? Minus y plus r minus y plus 2x divided by 2. Here we have plus r minus. Suppose if you take positive, so if you take positive, this plus y and minus y get cancelled, 2x by 2. So 2 get cancelled, we will get only p is equal to x, that is one term. If I take negative, so minus y you will get minus 2y plus 2x by, okay, minus y minus of, right? So this minus, I'll 1 minute, I'll put bracket here. Okay, so if I take minus, that minus is applicable for both, right? So minus of minus, minus 2x, and this becomes minus 2x. So if you take 2 as common outside, then 2 get cancelled, you will get y minus x. Okay, we are getting two factors, p is equal to x and p is equal to minus y minus x. Then we need to find out the solution. So I am going to consider the first term, p is equal to x. P is nothing but what? What? Dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to x. So this comes under variable separable form. So we can easily separate x term one side and y term one side. So this dx goes to this side. So dy is equal to x dx. So after separating the terms, apply the integral on both the sides, right? Apply the integral on both the sides. Then y is equal to x square by 2 plus c, or you can add c1 or c. Okay. Okay. So next, after that, what we will get? So I am simplifying this. 2y square, sorry, 2y is equal to x square plus, I am taking this only this into this side, right? So it will become 2c. Okay, it will become 2c. Then 2c is also a constant, we can generally taken as c. Okay, 2y minus x square is equal to c. Whatever you will get in terms of c, you will get only the c in the last. Suppose if you get 10c also, you have to take c. Means constant, whatever the maybe, whatever it may be, you can take it as c only. So this is the solution for the first factor. We have one more factor, right? That is p is equal to minus y minus x. So p is nothing but what? Dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to minus y minus x, right? So can we convert this to this into variable separable form? Think of that. Can we? No, right? So we can't separate the things. You see, how can we separate dy by y, this dx? You can't, right? We cannot separate x term one side and y term one side. Clear? Okay. So it comes under the method linear differential equation. So this minus y comes to this side, it becomes positive. Dy by dx plus y is equal to minus x. So it's of the form linear differential equation. So linear differential equation of the form, ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮು? dy by dx plus py is equal to q, where p and q are the functions of x. In the beginning only I have explained what are the methods we have studied, right? Okay. So what is the p value here? P is equal to 1, the q is equal to minus 1. So in this method, how to find out the solution? We have to find out the integral factor. After finding the integral factor, we have to find out the solution. How? Integral factor, y into integral factor is equal to integration of q into integral factor dx plus some integral constant. So integral factor is equal to e into p into dx. Here p value is what? 1, right? So 1 into dx e power x. So integral factor is e power x. Next solution is y into integral factor. Y into e power x is equal to q into, q is, what is q value here? Q is equal to minus x, right? Q is minus x e power x. Integral factor is e power x, dx sub integral constant. So y e power x. So here it has uv form, right? So uv form, this is uv form, right? This is uv form. So u into integration of v minus integration of u into differentiation of, sorry, integration of differentiation of u into integration of v. Okay, so by using that you can write, I have taken the minus outside, x into differentiation of e power x is, sorry, integration of e power x is e power x minus integration of, okay, the differentiation of x is 1 and e power x plus some integral constant. So integration of e power x is e power x only. So finally I got this. So I have to write it in one term. So I am taking this into this side. So I'll get what, y plus, this minus is applicable for both the terms. So if I take this side, so y e power x, y e power x, x e power x minus e power x minus c is equal to 0. So all the three terms, e power x is a common term, right? So then I'll take it outside, y plus x minus 1 minus c is equal to 0. You call this as equation 2. Combining the equation 1 and 2, okay, we'll get a general solution, that is 2y minus x square minus c e power x of y plus x minus 1 minus c is equal to 0. This is our general solution of the equation. Okay, okay, I have solved two problems. So and I have given three exercise problems here. You try to solve this. Okay, and I have posted the textbook also. You go through the workday example problems in the textbook, try to solve the problems, and if you have any doubts please ask me. Okay, so in the next video I will send equation solvable for x or solvable for y. Okay, okay, study well, don't waste your time. Okay, I hope you all understand the method. The method is very simple. So it is a non-linear differential equation. Non-linear differential means dr dy by dx has a power. Okay, so after that this can be written as factors of p. After writing the factors of p, you find out that means you means solve the factors. After solving that you will get a solution, right? That is the way of finding out the equation solvable for p, right? The p stands for dy by dx. Clear? I hope you all understand this, right? Okay, please stay home, stay safe. Okay, thanks for listening. Thank you.